It's time for Tour de Fleece. I'm so excited. Tour de Fleece is here. This is my first Tour de Fleece. I started spinning right after Tour de Fleece ended last year, so I was not a part of it. And I have fallen hard for spinning, as you would know if you have been around this channel for any length of time. And I am so excited to participate in my first ever Tour de Fleece. So let me put this down for a second and we'll talk about what Tour de Fleece is. Tour de Fleece is a spinning event that occurs during the same time that the Tour de France is running. Tour de France? Tour de France? I don't know. I think I usually say Tour de France. But I've heard other people say Tour de France. Whatever. That bike thing. Tour de Fleece runs during the race. So the idea is, you know, you are treadling while they are pedaling. So every day that the bikers are biking, spinners are spinning. There are 2 rest days, which is when the athletes are resting, and there are 2 challenge days, which I guess also correspond to the hardest days of the race. I don't know much about the race, so sorry. I guess there are, so to be completely honest, the information out there on the internet about Tour de Fleece is lacking. No one really explains it very well out there. So there's discussion of joining teams and challenges, and none of it really makes sense, and no one really explains what it means. So basically, I've decided to come up with my own definition. I am just going to spin every day. I think that a team is really just a group of people that like to get together and talk about spinning and maybe cheer each other on in their challenges and stuff like that. So I have joined a couple of different conversations. One is with Taji of Stitches and Starlight and Christopher of Flannel and Pearls. They have a community that they have called Camp Wooligan, and I am part of that Discord server, and I've just been chatting with people there. And then also Melly of Melly Knits is doing the Stash Dashers, which basically has the goal of spinning your stash throughout the Tour de Fleece. So I have also joined that and joined in the conversation there. Is that cheating? I don't know. Do I care? Not at all. Yeah, I'm not doing this for any kind of challenge or anything like that. I'm doing it to have fun. I'm doing it because there are a bunch of other people that are going to be spinning every day and talking about how much they love spinning, and I want to talk to them about how much I love spinning. So that is why I'm doing Tour de Fleece. It's just an excuse to have the best time and talk to a bunch of people that want to talk about it as much as I do. So that's where I'm at. And I have decided that I am going to be doing TDF Tuesdays. I am going to be posting one of these videos every Tuesday through the Tour de Fleece, and it's going to be so much fun. So let's talk about my plan. First things first, I had this grand vision of working on a fleece that I had processed during the Tour de Fleece. And I started processing this lovely Shetland, and it's so much more than I was prepared for. So we're just gonna keep going in terms of the processing. I thought I was going to be done with the processing before Tour de Fleece started, and I am far away from that. So I'm just going to keep processing throughout Tour de Fleece, and just it'll happen when it happens. So here's what I have. This is a little bowl full of 2 ounces of fiber, fleece, and I'm going to I'm going to put this on my drum carder and make a bat in a little bit. And then I also have this box. This is all picked fiber, which honestly I am noticing that still has some VM in it that I really need to get out, and I will deal with that soon. And then, so that's probably another like 2 to 3 ounces in there, but then in here in this box I have all of the rest of this fleece. This fleece was 1 pound 5 ounces when I got it. I have actually not weighed it to see what I have now. I'm bad at that. But this is what I have left to pick, and it doesn't look like a ton, but it is really jammed in there. I have so much left that needs to be picked, and I just, I'm trying to take it slow because it hurts my hands to do it too often. I have to pick this completely by hand because it has a pretty short staple length and a lot of VM in it and a lot of second cuts, and it's just not like the super best quality fleece. So I have to pick the whole thing by hand, and it's just taking a really long time. And I'm doing a lot of other things like designing and dyeing that also require me to do a lot with my hands. So my hands are getting tired, and I'm just trying to take it one day at a time and get through some stuff. So I also gave in to a little temptation, and I got myself a Tour de Fleece countdown. Now, if I bought something specifically to work on for Tour de Fleece, does this mean that I am not supposed to be participating in the Stash Dashers whose entire goal is to get rid of stash? I say no, because it arrived before Tour de Fleece started, so it's in my stash. Right? Right. I got a countdown from Malia Made It on Etsy, and okay, this doesn't look like much, but also just like look at the colors so far of this little tissue and then all the things underneath it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So what is really cool about this is Malia offered 2 different countdowns this year. One, I don't even entirely know what one of them was because it sold out before I got a chance to look at it, but I think it had like your more, I don't know what to call them, standard fibers. So let's say like merino and rambouillet and maybe targhee, Corriedale. I don't actually know if those were the ones in it, but it was something like that. But she also offered a Shave 'em to Save 'em breed countdown. So that is what I would have gotten anyway. That is what I would have preferred because I think it is so cool. I love the Shave 'em to Save 'em program. I really love trying new types of fiber. I have so much fun doing like little mini breed studies and figuring out just what I like to do with spinning different fibers. So I'm so excited for this one, and it arrived today. And I mean I opened it because I didn't want to be like doing all of this and covering up my address and all that kind of stuff on camera. So I did open it already, but let's take a look. Oh, I'm running out of memory card. Okay, so let's take a look really quickly. There's this cute little piece of tissue paper. There are 3 surprises in here. They're labeled surprise number 1, number 2, and number 3. No idea what those are. No idea when I will want to open those up. And what I think is so cool in here is there are, first of all, there are Shave 'em to Save 'em stickers, which I love, and I will be putting those in my spinning notebook. And then there's this little bit of paper with descriptions of the breeds that are in here, and it talks about how a little bit about like general stuff about the dye style, like this might be a good one to do a fractal with or something like that, without giving anything away. And then there is also a spoiler page that I have not really looked at yet that says things like it'll help you figure out what they are after you've spun it, or so that you don't have to remember what day goes with what. It says something like, oh, the South Down are all a purple gradient, and the Navajo Churro is all rainbow, something like that. You know, I just made that up. That's not actually what it says. But I thought that was really sweet and well thought out. And then in here are all of the little packages labeled for all of the days. I'm so excited. They're probably going to stay in this box because I don't know another way to... Actually, they're really nice wrap. They're really nicely wrapped. So I probably could put them out somewhere, but I feel like this is probably just the safest place for them to stay. And something that's cool about this is that there are 24 days in here. So it goes even longer than the Tour de Fleece, because Tour de Fleece is only 23 days. Plus has 2 rest days. So there's just so much that I can do in here. So let me go quickly change my memory card, and then we will talk about what I'm gonna do next. All right, completely fresh, brand new, totally empty memory card. So we have lots and lots of room for all of the Tour de Fleece days. I'm so excited. It's gonna be amazing. So let's talk quickly about what I'm gonna do to prep before Tour de Fleece starts tomorrow. I'm so excited. I am going to firstly get this carded up into a bat. Will I spin this during Tour de Fleece? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not, probably not. If I'm being completely honest, I'm not sure. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. But the fleece sitting here like this, it just takes up a lot of space. So I would like to get it carded and just kind of make a little pile of bats. Get as much of it carded as possible so that it can kind of get out of my way and I can have some more room to put my freshly picked fleece as I continue going through this processing. Then, well, that's really it, if I'm being completely honest. I might open my little surprises. I kind of want to open them early. Should I open them? Should I wait until Tour de Fleece starts tomorrow and open them like all at the start to get going? I guess I should wait. I'm trying to guess what they are. I have no idea. What could be helpful? What could be good spinning tidbits? I don't know. This one's soft. We'll see. We will see. I'm so excited. Oh, also, one other thing I need to think about is I had originally thought, I wasn't sure how these different breeds would be presented, and Malia had said that, you know, the South Down, for example, would all of the dye styles for that would coordinate. So if you wanted to make all of the South Down into one skein or one project, you could. But I wasn't sure if the South Down would be all together or if it would be, you know, day 1 and day 14 were a South Down or something like that. So I had originally been thinking, wouldn't it be fun to spin all of my countdown? I have 1 ounce per day, so spin all of those, just like down the braid, one after the other, and then ply them with this. So ply them with a white so that it kind of became barber pole-y, and I thought that would be really cool. It would give me a lot of yarn, because I mean, if you think 24 ounces, so that's basically 6 braids worth, so that's like 6-ish skeins of yarn. That's a lot. I don't even know what I would, like, there are really not many projects that I use that many skeins of yarn on. So I don't know what I would do. But now that now that I've gotten it and I've opened it and I've seen how it's put in order, so all of the South Downs are together, all of the Gulf Coast Native are together, you know, in days 1 through 4 are this, days 5 through 8 are this breed. Now I'm like, do I do separate braids of each of them, you know? I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to post about it on Instagram and ask you. And we will see. We will see what I decide to do. Okay, so I'm gonna go make my bat. I'll see if I can get my camera oriented in any kind of decent way for you to see the process. And then we will be back tomorrow to spin our first day. I'm so excited. Oh, also, I'm planning on spinning everything on my Shacked Sidekick. And all of my bobbins for that are clear and ready to go. So I don't have anything to do prep-wise in terms of that. It is just waiting for me and I'm so excited. Okay, let's go make a bat. Welcome to day 1. I'm so excited. We are here for day 1 of Tour de Fleece. I can't wait. Okay, so I think, sorry, I have my little box of all of my fiber next to me, and I think I've decided I'm gonna open all the surprises right now. I'm gonna open all the surprises right now, I think, because there's nothing in here that tells you, I'm just double checking. There's nothing in here that tells you when to open up all the surprises. So I'm gonna open them now. And so if you have this countdown and you don't want to know what the surprises are, close your eyes and your ears. I'll put a timestamp. How about that? I'll put a timestamp for when I'm done with the surprises if you want to wait and you want to come back later and see what the surprises are. Okay, so here we go. This is your last chance. Go to the timestamp. Okay, surprise number 1. My husband's gonna come home and be like, I can't believe you opened all of the surprises. I just know it. He likes me to, not that he likes me, but he's always telling me I should wait and be patient and open things when I'm supposed to open them. But there are no rules about when to open the surprises. So anyway, I don't know what these are. I don't know what these are. They're little sheepies. Can I show this in any way? I don't think it's, I think I have to open it. I have to open this to show you. Okay. There's 3 little teeny tiny baby sheeps. Will that focus for you? I have no idea if that's focusing enough. They're these teeny tiny, itty bitty little baby sheep. And there are 3 things in here. Sorry, teeny tiny package. I can't figure out how to open it. Oh my gosh, sorry, it's really stuck in there. I think this looks like maybe some kind of adhesive so that you can put it on the bottom of the sheep and stick them someplace. I don't know. They're stinking cute, but I'm not entirely sure what purpose they're supposed to serve. So I guess I'll end up decorating somewhere with them. Okay, surprise number 2. And yes, I did just throw my wrapping paper on the floor. It's fine. Gosh, I'm so bad at this. Oh, little teeny tiny. These really fun little itty bitty snips. This is great. I actually don't have a pair like this that are this tiny and travel friendly, so that is fantastic. I definitely could use some of those. And let's see what surprise number 3 is. I feel like maybe it's a bag. That's my guess. It is. Oh my god, that's so cool! Wow. Okay, it's a project bag. And let me hold this up closer so you can see it. It is the coolest. It has this sheep head on it, but it's very like, what's that called? Like an oil slick kind. Sorry, my camera's trying to focus on me instead. It's like an oil slick. Oh my god, this is beautiful. I absolutely love this. This does not say anywhere. Nope. Doesn't say anywhere a brand or anything, so I don't know if Malia made Malia made it. I don't know if Malia made it. Shandy doesn't know either. But this is beautiful and I love it. Very, very cool. Okay, so now what's gonna happen, I'm gonna put these other surprises inside the bag so I don't lose track of them. And I am going to open day 1. And I can't wait. And I'm gonna spin a little bit today. I think I'll spin a tiny bit here with you so that you can see my genuine reactions to what is happening, and then I think I'm gonna spin the rest of it like while we're watching some TV later or something. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna be doing each day. Sometimes I might talk while I'm spinning, sometimes I might just do a little, show you myself opening it and then just do a little montage of me spinning. We'll see what each day brings and how much time I have and all that stuff. So I'm getting started with day 1, and I will read you the little note that's on here. This says days 1 through 4 is Southdown roving. I have never spun Southdown before, so I'm really excited about this. And, oh, maybe I should go get my little, I should. Okay, let me read this first and then I'll go get my book. Shandy, please stop with the licking. Nobody on the internet needs to hear your glorping, thank you. Okay, so this says days 1 through 4, Southdown roving. gradient broken up into 4 mini braids. There are 2 colorways inspired by fruit in this advent, and this is one of them. Can you guess what fruit family it was inspired by? Southdown is a down breed that naturally resists felting, so it would be a fun one to try for hard wearing socks or mitts. So that is really fun. Let me go grab my book. Okay, I should have thought of this before, and I should keep this out throughout Tour de Fleece. This is the Field Guide to Fleece, and let's see what it says about Southdown. Okay, I won't make you listen to me read the whole thing, but I'm gonna read it for 1 second, and I'll come back. Ooh. Southdown is the breed from which all other down breeds were developed. That's really cool. I don't know what down breeds mean, but I'll learn. Medium wool. It says keep your drafting light and the twist levels moderate. Okay. That's good for me because I tend not to over twist. I tend to almost under twist things, so that's good for me. All right, this is in general Southdown is 23 to 31 microns, so that's, you know, kind of a medium wool. And well, that's fun. Some historians believe that the first sheep to arrive in the Jamestown colony in Virginia in 1609 were the short-wooled colored face breed known as Southdown. That's fun. Very interesting. Okay, so we've learned a little bit about Southdown. Let's open day number 1. This is so exciting. These are beautifully wrapped. Malia has done a really, really good job with all of this packaging and everything. So here we go. I'm so excited. Okay, part of the reason why I wanted to get this countdown is because of the general vibes that Malia said it was going to have color-wise, and this is why. Look at this. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. This is really fun. Whoa! That is springy. Holy cow. Wow. Okay, so this is a lot of fun. This is bright freaking green. I'm in love. This is amazing. This is so springy. I cannot believe. Oh my god. Okay, I just pulled a little bit, like accidentally dropped it a little bit. I can't believe how springy this wool is. This is amazing. Okay. So the note said that it was based off of a fruit. I'm guessing some lime, citrus of some kind. There is some VM in here a little bit, like not a big deal. It's fine. Like these are, I'm not sure. I would love to know. Malia, if there's any chance that you're watching this and you want to be my friend. No, that's weird. But I would love to talk to you more about this. And where you source your wool and how you get it. I know that Malia has some like washed fleece in her Etsy shop, and I know sources from, she says, like local farms and stuff. But I would love to know, like, did you get this from a local mill? Did you prep this and like mill it yourself? I would love to know. There is some really weird VM in here, and it's interesting. I wish I could show you. I'll see if I can like get a good picture of one. There's these little like, here's one. I wonder if you'll be able to see that. There's like a little circular burr thing. I don't know. They're fun. I don't mind, like, I'm not saying that as an, oh my gosh, there's VM in here. I'm saying it as like, I kind of like looking at fleeces and seeing the different VM that is in it, because it's like, oh, well, this sheep lived in an area that has this plant. This sheep lived in an area that has this plant. I just think it's so fun. Okay, let's get spinning. I'm gonna spin a little bit of it here with you now, and then I'm going to go because I have some stuff to do, and I will finish spinning this later. So let's see. Do I want to, yeah, I should reorganize things. Okay, camera angle change. All right, I think this is gonna have to do. I'm a little bit cut off, but you know what, it's fine. So I'm gonna get things set up. This is my Shacked sidekick. It is, I'm not in the frame. It is my pride and joy. I love it so, so much. And okay, so the leader on here is pretty short, so you're just gonna watch me struggle with that for a second. I'm like really bad at it. I like always struggle a little bit. I can't get over how squishy this is. I always struggle getting things going a little bit at the beginning, so here we go. Oh my god, okay. Wow. Yep, I have no... What's going on? Oh! What happened? Hang on. My brake band slipped off. Okay, let's try this again. Off to a good start. Okay, yep. I told you I have trouble starting. I can't believe my brake band wasn't set up. That was silly. That was very silly. Okay. Here we go. Okay, we got ourselves set up. We are good to go now. We had a little bit of trouble getting going, but it's all good. Actually, I had to adjust my brake band, which I like almost never do. I pretty much have things set the way I like them and we're good to go. But this is drafting so easily and just like it's basically like spinning itself. It's just like the fibers are pulling right out of my hand, so I actually had to like decrease my tension a little bit on my brake band. So I had to fiddle with that for a second, and I decided to cut that all out from you. Oh boy, we're about to lose some, control. We're about to lose control because I wasn't paying attention. I'm gonna cut out all of the fiddling that I did. But this is really fun. And I think it's like to be expected that when you spin a new fiber, a new breed, it's going to take a second to let your fingers get used to what that fiber needs and how it likes to be spun. I am typically a continuous backward drafter, but this does not seem to really want to do that. Maybe I will get there. You know, I have really barely spun any of it so far, so maybe I will get there and I will get used to it. And I think it's kind of cool that there are the first 4 days of the calendar are the same fiber, so I can really get used to spinning it and how it likes to go and all that stuff. So also I'm not sure, so okay, now that I'm looking at the fiber and realizing that like this one is a tonal, how do I want to spin these? How do I want to spin these up? Do I want to do days 1 and 2 on one bobbin and days 3 and 4 on another bobbin and ply them together? I don't know. Do I want to spin only half of this on one bobbin and half on another and then like ply it on itself? I don't know. This is such a hard decision. Also losing control of things. There we go. Okay, okay. I found myself. Well, for a second, then I lost it again. I really like to spin woolen style continuous backward draft, but this fiber is not really wanting to do that unless I baby it and pay attention to it. So I feel like I'm getting the hang of it now, which is, you know, how it goes when you're trying something new. So this is a lot of fun. I can't believe how squishy this fiber is, and I really can't wait to see how it ends up working up. Little nip there, get rid of that. Yes, I just throw things on the floor, and then I will pick them up when I'm done later and clean up around me. Okay, here we go. Yes, I have found my way. I have figured this out. So the first couple yards of this are probably garbage, but that's okay. I found my way. This is a lot better now. Yes, I'm starting to get into my continuous backward draft. I am good. I also realized I didn't check the staple length of this. I tend to forget to do that and not really be good about it and concerned with staple length, and I know that's kind of important because it tells you how far apart to hold your hands and all that kind of stuff, but you know, whatever. It is what it is. Okay, so I will keep you posted on how this is going, and I will show you what my bobbin looks like after day 1. Bye! Good morning! We are on day 2. Oh my gosh, my chair is really squeaky. Okay, so I realized the other day that I never showed you, I mean I did in a little montage, but I never really like talked about the bat that I made. I did 4 passes through my drum carder and showed a little bit of that, and it still has a bit of VM in it. It's still neppy. I was really nervous after the first couple passes. It was just like not looking good. But it looks a lot better after 4 passes through. I think it's gonna spin up just fine. It might be a slightly more textured yarn, but that's fine. So this is done. I still have so much more to process, but we will get there when we get there. Now, speaking of textured yarn, this, I'll pop a picture in, this is what day 1's bobbin looks like. It was lots of fun to spin, but it was also a little annoying to spin. There was a lot of neps and VM in there. And so a nep is kind of like the fiber will kind of like spring back up on itself and get kind of tangled up into like a little knot. It's like getting a knot in your hair or something, especially, you know, if you're someone with curly hair, you probably know what it's like when it gets all like curled on itself and makes a little knot. So people will often pick neps out because otherwise you're going to end up with a pretty textured yarn. I was trying to, but then there were so many and so much VM that if I stopped every time I came to something, it was just going to be like a horrible spinning experience. I wasn't going to have any fun with it. So I decided that I'm going to have a textured yarn, and that's okay. This is not really a complaint or anything. This is not something that was done like improperly in the preparation of this advent or countdown, whatever you want to call it. It's just the nature of the beast. It's the way it is. So I just kind of decided to roll with it. I did also, after I signed off yesterday and I went to just, you know, spin on my own, I decided to, sorry, I'm trying to look this up for you. I decided to switch go down 1 ratio on my whirl. So let's see. I'm using the fast whirl on my spinning wheel, but I don't remember what there it is. I don't remember what the ratio is. Oh, and now the garbage is coming by. Okay, there we go. Sorry, that took so long for me to find. I'm using the fast whirl on my shacked sidekick, and I usually end up using the 9-to-1 ratio, but I decided to go down 1 and I went to the 8-to-1 ratio, and things were much better after that. It was just that tiny little adjustment that helped things out, and things went much, much better. I got my continuous backward draft going and things were fine. It spun up lovely, except like I said, it's pretty textured because of those neps. It was an interesting experience. I would definitely, I would be interested in processing some south down myself and seeing what it feels like through the various stages of the processing process, because this is dyed roving, so you know, dyeing affects the way that it feels, the way that it's milled or processed into the roving will affect the way that it's feeling. So I would love to feel a raw lock of south down and see how everything, you know, compares to what I'm feeling with this dyed roving. Okay, now we have talked a lot. Let's open day 2. Here we go. I still don't know what I'm going to do in terms of if I want to spin these all together, if I want to apply them with each other. I have no idea. So let's see what today brings. Ooh. Oh, okay. 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 So today we have, oh my God, I just can't handle how springy this is. Holy cow. This is just nuts. It's nuts. Okay. Also, I'm almost wondering if, like, the way that these are braided or kind of crochet chained, it seems very intentional, because this is obviously a gradient. So we're starting with a greeny color that's very similar to what I spun up yesterday, and it is slowly transitioning into a yellow that kind of looks like it might be transitioning into an orange for tomorrow. And it seems like very intentionally prepared, because this is the end that will undo the chain, and so this is where I would naturally want to spin from, and it will transition right from the green into the yellow. So this is really cool. Okay, this helps me. I had my husband last night read the spoiler card so that he could kind of like maybe give me some pointers on what I should do and how I should approach these things. And he said he thought I would be able to spin them all up together. Now, he doesn't really know anything about spinning and plying and all that kind of stuff, so I don't know like how much I should really trust what he said. But I do think that this is going to create a nice gradient over days 1 through 4. So I'm thinking it would be fun to do, like, maybe spin days 1 through 4 if it continues to be a gradient, spin them all to one bobbin, and then maybe ply them with my Shetland, and that could be fun. That could make a fun gradient, like shawl or something like that, and it would be about 8 ounces worth. So that seems cool. So I think what I'll do, I just wish I had more bobbins. I feel like I need more bobbins, because I don't want to have to make decisions, but in order to keep spinning, I'm gonna have to clear bobbins. Maybe I just need a bobbin winder. Maybe that's the solution. Anyway, I'm definitely going to add this onto the bobbin, join it with what I spun yesterday, and that's definitely today's decision. And then tomorrow we'll make another decision and we'll figure out what we want to do, whether we want to add on or start a new bobbin so that we can ply them together. Yes, I like this decision. This is going to be really fun and fruity and bright, and I love it. So my spinning wheel is set up downstairs because I was watching some TV while we were, while I was spinning last night, and I didn't feel like bringing it up here to my office. So I'm just gonna go spin this, see how it works up, see how fast it goes, and I don't know if we will get any spinning footage today. We'll see if I feel like setting up my camera. Also, I'm dealing with quite a bit of hand pain this week, so I'm taking my spinning in very, very small doses, so I don't know how much I'm gonna record today of it because I'm probably gonna get this joined, spin for like 15 minutes, and then go do some other things, give my hands a rest. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the day brings, and I'll either see you later while I'm spinning or tomorrow. Morning. I'm sorry we didn't talk yesterday. I really wanted to have some like quiet coffee and spinning time in the morning, and I really didn't feel like filming anything before I started. I just wanted to roll out of bed, grab my coffee, and do some spinning in some peace and quiet. So I filmed myself opening it, and then I kept saying, I'll film myself sitting down and talking to them in a little bit. I'll just do this and then I'll film. I'll just do this and then I'll film. And honestly, I had a really busy dye day and I was hot and sweaty and I was starting to break out. And by the end of the day, I was like, you know what, I can't. So here we are today. So today is day 4 of the Tour de Fleece, and that means that it is the final day of this first video for TDF Tuesday. So we're gonna open day 4. I will pop in a picture of my bobbin after day 3. And we're gonna open day 4 today, and then we're gonna spin it up. and we'll see what it ends up looking like. So let me grab it, let's open it, and then I will tell you my plan. Here we go. Day 4. I'm guessing, based on yesterday's braid, that we're fading into a red. Ooh! I was wrong. Ooh, okay, okay. We're fading into a pinky color. It kind of goes through red. Let me get rid of this noisemaker. It kind of goes through red into pinky purpley. So actually, this was my original guess, was that it would go into something pinky. But then after yesterday's braid, I thought it might change and go to red. But this is cool. I don't know if my face was just too in that so you couldn't see it. I don't know if it focused. Anyway, this is what we're working with. That's gonna be really fun. Yeah, I think I'm still gonna stick with my plan. Yes, okay. I just wanted to like assess my decision with looking at this. So here's the thing. I'm not having very much fun spinning the south down. I mean, I am. I don't want this to sound too negative because I'm still having a good time and I still really enjoy trying out new fibers and figuring out new things and learning, and it's fine with me to spend my time spinning that. But I had this dream initially of doing like a really big combo spin with this whole countdown. And I just, the more time I spend with the south down, the more I really don't want it to be a part of a combo spin. So it's just, see, look, okay, look, do we see this? This big bumpy, this is a nip. I just pulled it off and you're probably not gonna be able to focus on that. That is a nip. It's a big bumpy thing. And they're everywhere in this preparation. And that is not like, this is not a complaint about the box. That just happens. It just happens. It depends on the fiber, the prep. There are so many factors that go into it. I'm gonna put this down. There's so many factors that go into it. So this is not a complaint. It's just a statement of fact. There's some VM I just pulled out. This is just, it happens. And I'm just not loving the product that I'm getting, the product that I'm creating. I could spin differently and approach it differently and get a different product that I would probably be more happy with, but I don't feel like it. I don't want to put in that work. So anyway, I am not super thrilled with the product that I'm getting. So the point that I'm trying to make is I am going to spin my 4 days of south down into its own skein, and then I will reassess tomorrow and decide if I want to, you know, like I'll be learning about a new fiber type. I don't even remember what tomorrow's is. I'll be learning about a new breed and I'll be like basically starting fresh, and I will decide if I want to, basically every time I introduce a new breed, I will be deciding if I want to do a combo spin or what. But this south down is going to become its own thing. So I spun days 1 and 2 onto one bobbin. I started fresh with a new bobbin yesterday for day 3. I will be adding day 4 onto it, and then I'm going to apply the two together, and we're gonna see how that looks, and that's gonna be that. That's gonna be it. I'm done with south down. Again, not a complaint, just some fibers work for some people and don't work for others. Everyone has their preferences, so I am done with this. But I'm going to spin this. I have a very busy day today, so I wanted to film this and show you me opening it before I head it out, but I don't know when I'm going to get to spinning today. It might be very late by the time I sit down and am able to actually spin this. So I'm not sure if we're going to get to talk anymore in this video before tomorrow. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and wrap it up, and I think if I do have any more filming, it'll be like a montage of me spinning later on. So what I will do is I will say goodbye for now, and you'll have to come back for the next video to see what this finished yarn looks like, because I don't know, I might ply it today or tomorrow. I'm not sure. we'll see when I get this spun, and I might end up playing it today. Basically, by the time the next TDF Tuesday video goes live, I will most definitely have a finished skein of yarn, so you'll have to come back and see it. Also, if you have been enjoying this journey of my Tour de Fleece experience, please consider giving a like and subscribing so that you don't miss any future videos about this. And until next time, take care of you, and I will see you later.